Hi, hello. Welcome to Jyoji classes. Today we are doing the one more chapter, that is accounts from incomplete records. That means what is the meaning of accounts from incomplete records? We have done some problems on final accounts, right? Balance sheet, etc. So many things you have done, isn't it? So this is the another one, accounts from incomplete records. Accounts from incomplete records in the sense you didn't receive the full data. Okay, that means they are not using double entry system. They are using single entry system. That means whatever information they are having, that they are writing. That's it. They don't have the full data. From that, you have to find out the missing values, and then you should prepare what is the profit and loss account, and you should prepare what is the balance sheet. Okay, this one, in this what are we are going to prepare? We are preparing opening statement of affairs, closing statement of affairs, and statement of profit and loss account. Okay, opening statement of affairs, why we are preparing. First of all, why do we need to prepare this one? I said some of the earlier times and all, they may not be knowing how to write the accounts. Okay, some of them will be using mostly sole proprietors. They may not be having full data of information. So that time we will not get the full information. So that time we have to find out the missing values, and then that is the reason we call it as incomplete records. Records are not full. From that, first you should complete the records, and then you have to prepare the profit and loss account and balance sheet. Okay, what are the accounts or what are the statements we are going to prepare here is, first one is opening statement of affairs. That means it can be called as opening balance sheet. Why we are doing this one? To find out what is the opening capital, or sometimes you may be finding other information also. Mostly opening capital we will be finding from there. Okay, and then you are preparing closing statement of affairs. This can also be called as balance sheet. The last balance sheet we will be preparing. Next, statement of profit and loss account. That means you are finding what is the profit. Okay, first when you started, your capital was total 1 lakh. When you started the business, might be your capital is 1 lakh. But the next year when you calculate, after all the transactions, you got 1,25,000 is with you. That means what is this 20,000? 20,000 can be called as profit. 20,000 can be called as profit. Okay, so now the profit will be included in the capital itself. So from there you should find out, with the capitals you are gonna find out what is the profit or loss for the year. Okay, and opening statement of affairs, it's just balance sheet only, nothing else. We are preparing the balance sheet only with the given data, and then you are finding what is the opening capital. Okay, closing statement of affairs also, that is also called as balance sheet only. So you need not, you doesn't require one more format for that. Here we have given format only for the statement of profit or loss. So first one, capital at the end. This is also called closing capital. This is also called closing capital. What it is, that we will take. To that, if any drawings are there, that means if you have withdrawn any money for the personal use, that is called as drawings, that we are going to add. Whatever answer comes, to that we will be adding any additional capital. In the meanwhile, in between the year, any additional capital if you have invested, that we will be subtracting. And any opening capital in the starting of the year, whatever capital was there, that is called as opening capital. That also we are subtracting. The balancing figure is called as either profit or loss. Okay, this is statement of profit or loss and opening statement of affairs and closing statement of affairs information to you. Now let us solve one question without adjustment. A simple question, we will finish it off. Okay, we will finish it. One simple question. Clear? Okay, fine. Thank you. Hi. Before starting the problem, let us complete all the formats. Okay, let us complete all types of format, because single entry system I mentioned, like they don't have the full data, right? So we are not sure each and every information is provided or not provided. So first we will finish it off, whatever transactions missing and what are the chances to miss the transactions, which type of transaction can be missed, that we will know first. Okay, and then how to find them out, that we will do now. Only with the formats we will finish now. Okay, so now there are chances you may not be knowing what is the total sales, or else what is the credit sales, or else what is the debtors amount or how much cash you have received. Only few data might be given to you Okay, but what is the total information that they wouldn't give to you. So in that case, to find out everything, we are having one format, that is total debtors account. We will be preparing total debtors account. With that, the missing values can be calculated. Okay, and one more thing is total creditors account. With that, purchase details, creditors details, all those things we will be finding. Okay, first we will find out from the total debtors account how to find out the missing values, and after that we will check it out how the total creditors account shows. Okay, so now here is the total debtors account. Since it is an asset, total debtors account is an asset. Okay, so now asset value, opening value always debit side. Assets opening value always debit side. So now balance brought down, that means at the year starting whatever is the balance, that will be shown debit side. That will be shown debit side. Okay, and in the whole year, whatever cash or checks you have received from the debtors, that will be shown this side. Okay, we will write by cash or bank. If it is check, you will write down by bank. If it is cash you have received, you will write by cash account. Okay, for the whole year received from the debtors, that we will be showing here. For the whole year received from the debtors, we will show here. Next, by bills receivable. Bills, all of you knows, right? What is the bills? Bills of exchange chapter is there, you will be knowing from there. Okay, bills receivable. In the whole year, if you accepted any new bills, that means if some of them would have purchased by credit from us, that means we sold goods on credit. Instead of making the payments, they would have given the bills to you. If any new bills were there, whole year whatever you have accepted, or if you receive something, that we will be showing here. Okay, next, discount. If we have given any discount, instead of 10,000 rupees, we have sold the goods, but they paid only 9,500. So where the 500 went up, that is treated as discount. So such kind of discounts are there, that also we are showing credit side. Okay, next, bad debts. In the whole year, some of them may not make the payment, that is called as bad debts. If bad debts is there, that also we are showing credit side. Next one, returns. Sales returns, not purchase returns. It can be called returns outwards. It can be called as sales returns. That we will be showing. And in the whole year ending, whatever is the balance of the debtors, that means closing balance of the debtors, that we will be showing here. Okay, these are the credit transactions. Now let us see what are the debit transactions. Debit transaction, balance brought down, opening balance of the debtors we are showing here. Next one, bills receivable. If in the year we got some of the bills, right, they will give the due dates. In the due date, if you didn't receive the money, that means they are unable to make the payments. So those are called as dishonored bills. So those all we will be showing debit side. If you receive money from the bills receivable, we are showing credit side. If it is dishonored, opposite, you have to show debit side. Okay, next, checks. Sometimes they would have given the checks, post-dated checks they will give. If those are bounced or those were dishonored, all those we will be showing debit side. Okay, in the whole year, if you made any credit sales, that we will be showing here. Okay, in this, what about cash sales? This is debtors account. Debtors account in the sense when credit sales happen, then only you will find the word debtors. If cash sales, you can't find debtors word itself. So cash sales will not be shown here. Only credit sales will be shown here. Now, what I am explaining here is sometimes any one value will be missing. So you should remember what is the whole format. Any one value, they will give all the other details, might be closing balance, might be missing. So the balancing figure will be treated as closing balance. Sometimes credit sales might be missing. Sometimes cash received from the debtors can be missing. Sometimes balance brought down can be missing. Whichever is missing, that you should find out. So you know the format. If other all details we know, only I will show you one. Anyway, we will be solving the question. Just simply, I will show you one. Here, balance carried on is 10,000. Returns, I don't have anything. Bad debts, 1,000 are there. Discount, 1,000 was there. Bills receivable, 5,000 was there. This is also 10,000 was there. Okay, and bills receivable, I didn't get any dishonored. I didn't get any checks bounced or something. Opening balance is 10,000. Okay, this is the only one thing is missing. So now do the total both the side. How much you will get? 20, 25, 27. Here 17,000 credit sales is the balancing figure. And it is not compulsory every time credit sales only missing. Sometimes what happens, they may give this one, they may miss out this one. So that time balancing figure will be the balance carried on. Sometimes this also might be there, maybe this one is missing. Okay, that time find out the answer and treat it as balancing figure. It's not compulsory, balancing figure always must be the last one. Okay, any value can be missed because this is called single entry system. This is called single entry system. So any value can be missed. They don't know how to write the entries. So any value can be missed out. Understood? So remember the format once and then substitute the given values. Whichever value is missing, that will be the balancing figure. Is that clear? All of you clear with total data account? If you are clear with, if you want to take the format of that, please take the screenshot. Then immediately I come back with total creditors account. Okay? Now let us start with total creditors account. There is nothing new for total creditors account. Once you understand the total debtors account, the same way only exactly opposite it goes. First of all, creditors is asset or liability. It is a liability to you. So the opening balance will be credit side, closing balance will be debit side. Opening balance will be credit side and opening balance will be credit side. So now it comes as by balance brought down. Credit side we start with by balance brought down and closing balance will be to balance carried on. Here to balance carried on and by balance brought down. This is opening balance at the year starting and this is closing balance at the year ending. Okay, in the whole year, if we made any payment to the creditors, it can be through cash, it can be through check. If we made the payments, write down to cash or bank. If it is check, we will write down to bank account. If it is through cash, you are writing to cash account. Okay, if any new bills were accepted, to bills payable account. To bills payable account if you accept any new bills. Okay, and then any discount you got, explanation for discount is again same, there is no change in that. If you got any new discount, write down debit side. And any returns, purchase returns, it can be called as returns inwards also. Sorry, this is called as returns outwards. We are sending the returns, right? This is called as returns outwards or purchase returns. Any purchase returns are there, you are going to write down here. Clear? What are the things we have discussed? First one, if cash paid to the creditors, we will be showing debit side. Or else any checks you have paid, we will be showing debit side. And then bills payable, any new bills were accepted, we are showing debit side. Any discount we got, that is also debit side. And then returns, any purchase returns are there, that also we are showing debit side. Now credit side what we will show? The same thing only bad debts is not there. Other than that everything you are taking. Bad debts our creditors will write down. If we didn't make the payment, those people will write down. So it's none of our business. We need not to interfere in that. Okay. Now move on to the credit side transactions. Credit side transactions we start with first balance brought down. Yeah, that is there, done. If any bills we have not made the payment on time, dishonored, Any bills were dishonored, that we will be showing credit side. Again, if any checks were bounced, the checks which we have given, those checks were bounced or dishonored, you didn't make the payment on time. So that is again we are showing credit side. Okay, now by credit purchases. By credit purchases, that also we are showing credit side. Clear? Once again I will tell you very clearly, in this you will not get cash purchases because we will find creditors at the time of credit purchases only, so you can't find out the credit cash purchases. Okay, now this is the format. The same procedure only what you have done in the total debtors account, the same procedure only you are gonna use. Now if sometimes they may miss the opening balance, sometimes closing balance can be missed, sometimes credit purchases can be missed, sometimes what is the cash you have paid to the creditors, that can be missed. So how to find out? Already I have shown in the debtors account, the same format only we will be following. Just remember the format. Okay, not much transactions were there. If you remember the debtors account, creditors account exactly opposite. Whatever you have debited in the debtors account, those all will be credited in the creditors account. That's all. Other than that, there is nothing new for you. All of you check it out once again. If you are having any doubts, please mention in the comment section. Okay, hope all of you understood right. If you like this video, please like it, share it and subscribe it. Yes, I will move once. You can copy this one or take the screenshot. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.